Hi everybody, and welcome to this introductory lesson in using Maya 2016. And today we're going to be starting out with what is probably the world's least popular video game, Super Extruder 3D. And when you open Super Extruder 3D, and the file is available on the web page to download. If you're looking at this through YouTube, I'll stick it on the maybe on the YouTube side as well. It's just a simple file. I've locked away a lot of the components so we can't accidentally bump things around. And we're presented with this really kind of simple world. And so if this is your first time in Maya, then you should be using 3-button mouse is the easiest way to get around using the software. So I'm just using my scroll wheel to zoom in and out. Okay, I can hold down my command. I'm on a Mac, so I hold down command and my left mouse button, and that lets me rotate around the scene. If I hold command and use my middle mouse button, that doesn't really do that much, but I can usually slide. At the moment, my mouse button is just being a little laggy for some reason, but here we go. I'm sliding around now. Okay, so that makes it easy to navigate the screens and see what's happening. Okay, so this object, the idea of this is to get the cube and we're going to extrude it out, and extruding means creating new geometry based on existing geometry, and we're going to get it to go through all the rings in this and end up with a finished product that you're up here at the end point. So let's zoom in. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use my selection tool, and it's just this arrow here on the far left, and then I'm going to select my object. And you can see that it's lit up with just some green lines around it, means that we've got that object selected. If I hold down my right mouse button, it brings up a menu system, and I'm going to select faces here. So we're going to be able to go inside this object now, and I can select this top face, and I've selected it now, and I'm going to create some new geometry from that. So this is a bit similar to the push-pull tool that you might have looked at in SketchUp before. It grows new geometry out of that face. So I've got along here, this is what we call our tool shelf in Maya, and the tool shelf has lots of these different tabs. I'm in polygons, and I think this is the standard one when you first open Maya for the first time. It's one of the most standard parts of the work environment. And I'm going to come along here to this icon. It looks like a tower coming out of a flat grid. Okay, I'm going to click on that once. And what's happened is it's created some new geometry, but we can't really see it yet because that new geometry is hidden over the top of the existing geometry. And we can see here I've got some scale manipulators, and I've also got some move tools. But I'm going to come across here, and I'm actually just going to click on the move tool over here, which gets rid of some of the complication, and I'm going to start dragging this up. Okay, and it's starting to come through that ring at the top. Oops, I'll just pull it up and let go. And it doesn't like it if you go outside the software, it kind of returns things to normal. So I'm going to try not to do that. And let's have a look at this scene here. I'm starting to get this loop coming up. And I'm coming up here. And what I need to do now is create a face, a squarish sort of face that I can extrude out to the right with. So what I do is I get it up to about the height, the bottom height of where I'm going to extrude from. A bit hard to explain, let's just do it. I'm going to click on this extrude tool once more, and I'm going to come over here and select my move tool. It's the safest way to do it, and I'm going to just drag up a little bit of a cube. So you can see there's a line here, then there's some little kind of like square faces. It's like a cube on top. Okay, so each time we do an extrude, it comes out of existing geometry and extends it. So I'm going to click on this side here now, which you can see, and I've got that selected, and I'm going to click on my extrude tool. I'm going to click on my move tool over here. Now if you're getting sick of moving your mouse around and going to get that, you can see here that it's giving me a little, bit of advice here. Move tool has got a W in brackets, so it means that if you want to select the move tool, let's just select it now. If I hit my W key, I can drag it out. Okay, just give me one move. So let's have a look here. It's gone a little bit off course here. That's fine. Okay, so I can move this across if I need to, and I can move this back, and I'll move it down a little bit. Okay, that's fine. So I've got it angled to go through this loop here, and then I've just got to work out where my next one might be. So I might go back across to these ones. You might find that there's an easier path than this. That's the joys of Super Extruder 3D. And I'm just going to hit my W key, and I'm going to extrude out. Okay, so once you get into the hang of this, you'll be able to do, I'll speed things up a little bit. You'll be able to soon start moving things around quite quickly. Oops, if you ever get stuck and select the wrong thing, just go back to object mode, select the object and go back into face mode. And let's do an extrude on this. I don't think I've done an extrude. See, if I haven't, when I pull it out, it kind of angles all the geometry and it goes a bit crazy. So I won't do that. I'll just Command Z. Command Z, if you do anything you're not sure about, don't keep trying to redo it. Just use your Command Z. Take you back to where you know you haven't done anything too weird, and then just move forward from there. So when you're learning this software, Command Z, you're going to be using it heaps. So I've now hit my extrude, hit my W key, and I'm starting to move through. Now I need to come across. There's a couple of different ways I could do it, but I'm going to do just a different method so you can see it. I'm going to use my rotate tool here. I'm going to start to rotate this face in kind of the direction that I want to go in. And now I'm going to select that face. I'm going to do an extrude. Okay, and instead of hitting the W key, I'm going to use what are the locals, which are lined up with that face, and I'm going to pull it out across this way. That's going pretty good. Okay, oops. My mouse is just a little dodgy at the moment. And now I'm going to do extrude out again. Pull it through that hole there, and I'm going to rotate this a little bit. Rotate it around so I can see where I'm going. Okay, that's good. So I've got it lined up. I've got that face selected, and now I'll pull it right through these couple of holes, so it's nice and easy to do. It's going across to the side a little bit. I'll straighten that up. Okay, and so that's all there is to it, really. And so you've just got to follow these rings around and get yourself up to the endpoint. And once you've done that, save your file and let me know when you got it done, and we'll move you on to the next exercise, which is working on physical simulation, which is fun. Okay, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.